All right, here we go. Another beautiful day, everybody. Come on in while I get some things posted real quick so everybody knows that I'm up and running. There. Okay, there's one. And the post has been made. Okay. And let's share here. And let's share here. I hope everybody is doing well. And I hope your day is going okay. If it isn't, then let's work it out. I think everybody should have at least a chance at having a good day. I think that's essential. There are some people I haven't seen in a while, and I hope they eventually make it around to coming back in and saying hi. Everybody deserves it. Everybody deserves a chance to be happy. Everybody deserves a chance to feel good. I know it's hard sometimes. I have hard times relaxing and resting myself. But it doesn't mean you can't do something about it. Come on in. Hello, Derek. It's good to see you. How have you been doing? Haven't seen you in a little while. I hope life's treating you okay. Okay, tonight we're going to relax. I think too often we all get caught up in everything that's going on around us. Okay, well, that's what happens, Derek, and you know it. I'm not going to say you know better. I'm going to say it. You know better, but it is what it is. Life is not easy. Life can be very hard. It can be tumultuous. But at the same time, it can be wonderful. We need to remember the positive of it. The great, the good days, the great days, and the wonderful days. Because sometimes you end up lacking those times, and you have to know that they're there. So you need to remember them. You need to remember your moments. And you need to create your positive moments. Positivity is such a lacking thing sometimes. But you can create your own positive. You can decide how you look at things. Lately, I've been a little upset with Dead by Daylight. And I think I've voiced it enough to the point where I'm going to have to go to a different game for a while. Because I can't be negative anymore. I just can't. And that's what that's when you have to realize how something is influencing you. And I had to realize that a game was influencing me to be upset. And I don't think that's right. So I'm going to play a couple games that people may or may not watch because they make me happy. And I'm going to go back in with a fresh attitude. We make our decisions. I'm looking forward to camping because it's something that makes me feel positive. I'm looking forward to things. Cat hair. That is an important aspect in life. Is being willing to be positive. So, why don't we work on that tonight? Go ahead and get yourself relaxed. If you want to lay down, lay down. If you want to sit, I'm not talking about, oh, you got to have the perfect posture. You know what? I'm not a guru. I'm not here to push meditation ethics. I'm here to help you relax and to feel positive. So relax. Get comfortable. Once you're comfortable, I want you to go ahead and take a breath because you deserve it. Breathing is a right in life. You have the right to breathe. When you stop breathing, you're not alive anymore. So let's breathe. There you go. All right, now. I want you to picture a line from either your butt, cheeks, or your feet. I want you to picture a line, kind of like a telephone line or a cable line, going down into the earth. And once those lines are down there, I want you to picture your negative energy starting to flow from the top of your head all the way down into those lines and down into earth. Just to do it. And let any negative energy from when others have told you how you should feel join the flow down into the earth. And letting the negative energy about others interfering with you and not seeming to care join the flow down into earth. There's a lot of anonymity with the internet and with social media. People say things and do things that they wouldn't even dare try face to face with someone. They wouldn't. Let that negative of others doing that join the flow down into the earth. I saw gleaming examples of that today. When someone sat there and you say, hey, you did this, you did that, and they're like, oh, haha, you're just being mad and salty. It's like, no, you did this. I wasn't the only one who saw you do this. They don't have to answer. They don't have to be real. They can hide and just click continue. And they're gone. They don't have to read it. They don't have to listen. Let that negativity of others just canceling out your feelings. Join the flow down into the earth. Just let it go. In real life, people don't act like that. And I've heard people say, well, then you're seeing the real person. No, you're seeing what happens when people don't have to be real. I always laugh when people sit there and say, well, I wouldn't do anything on social media that I wouldn't do in face to face. And I'm like, no. If you know me face to face, you wouldn't do half the stuff you do. I've had people say all sorts of stuff, and it's like, if you saw me face to face, you would think 100 times before you would even think about it. It's not because I'm mean, but because when I look at people into them, and it usually makes them realize that they need to look at themselves. Let any negativity about people not being willing to look at themselves anymore and how that makes you feel. Join the flow into the container. It's not my own beef. I know a lot of people feel very lost with social media. Social media allows people to not be real, to not have to answer to the real life. They can lie. And nobody's there to say, you know what, that was wrong. Or that was just despicable. There, and people say, well, who are you to judge? Everybody. That's why they call it peer pressure. That's how people keep the negative from happening, is peer pressure. Peer pressure can be bad and peer pressure can be good. It depends on how it's applied. And let that negativity of how people just aren't answering for themselves anymore. Join the flow into the container. Thank you for that like. It's not easy. Sometimes dealing with all the things that go on with media and social media. It can make you tense. It can disgust you. It can make you think that you're alone. Because if you voice your own opinion, the people that seem to say something are the people who are against you. The people who agree with you keep their mouths shut because they don't want the ridicule. And let that energy from being ridiculed on social media and let join the flow down into the container and let any energy from not saying anything because you don't want others saying anything to you. Join the flow into the container and let any energy about how all that makes you feel join the flow into the container. Just let it go. That's where I remind people, get out. It's warming up outside. Get out. Go for a walk. Go hiking. Go fishing. Allow yourself to remember and feel how it affects you emotionally. To just sit there, whether it's on a dock fishing or under a tree in the shade, how it makes you feel. And that's the positive. Life can be positive. Getting rid of the negative first means we can now talk about the positive. Let it go. Let that negative go. There you go. Now you can be positive. Think about those nice summer days where you can get under a tree with a breeze blowing through. Or sitting out on a fishing dock. Just sitting there casting your line. Not caring whether you catch a fish or not. Just enjoying the fact you're out there. Means all the difference in the world sometimes. Shoot, even just driving for me. Getting in my motorhome and just going. Means the world. It gives me the ability to just be. And that's good. And it's good for you too. Let those negatives out. You're okay. What goes on around us, we can let go of. And it's important to let go of. Or it carries in to the next day, and the next day, and the next day. To where it's no longer happiness. It's no longer positive. We no longer look to the enjoyment, but stare at the negatives and suck on the lemons and grit our teeth and shake our fists. What's stopping you from going on a simple walk? What's stopping you from going for a simple ride, if even it's on a bike? You. You are what's stopping you. And when that happens, you're stopping your own life from evolving. And let that negative of stopping your own life join the flow down into the earth. Every day doesn't have to be an event. But it can be a smile. It was another good day. I've had some interesting things happen in the last couple days that I wasn't happy about, but I didn't let it stop me from having a good day. I still had the good days because I decided that's just one thing. And there's so many others that can make my day good. And that's the way I look forward. You have that ability. Excuse me. Allergy season is always interesting for me. You have the ability to find every day another day to be happy. It's not about, oh, every day has to be perfect and an event and just completely, no. Don't set yourself up to fail. Just enjoy your day. When I wake up, I stretch. Feels good. I exercise. I feel good when I'm done. Take a shower. I feel refreshed. And then I motivate. I figure out what the day's gonna be. And I do it. Whether it's streaming, going and picking up my RV, or going outside and sitting on a hammock. That's nice too. They all push in the direction of positive. At no time do I wake up and call myself names. I don't call myself things that aren't needed. I just simply say, today's another day. Let's see what we can do. Success is defined by the person who wants it. Define success as winning and you will always be losing. If success is about making it through the day, feeling positive, then at that point it's a choice that I can make for myself. Trying to win every day, then at that point all you're doing is counting on others, pushing away others, and constantly pushing. At what point do you feel like you drowned? Let any negatives about the way you view success join the flow into the container. During fire season, I judge my days of success by not having to break down and use my inhalers. And even when I use them, it's a success if I don't have to go to the emergency room. And even if I have to go to the emergency room, at least I didn't end up being admitted to the hospital. I keep looking at the positives. That's my decision of what success is. And I find the positive. So at the end of the day, I can say I can go to bed and I can go to sleep and I can feel good about that day. That's a lot of times what happens with people who don't sleep well. They don't feel good about their day. Let any negatives about how you feel about your day join the flow down into the container. There you go. Let any remaining negative energy from this session join the flow down into the earth. And once all that negative energy has gone down into the earth, go ahead and stop the flow of your energy down into the earth and bring your lines back up into you. And once that is done, breathe. Just breathe. You're fine. No one's judging you here. You're okay now. There you go. Remember, your attitude is your decision. Your choices are yours. If you choose to have a positive attitude, your choices can reflect that for you. If you like what you heard and felt tonight, please like, share, and subscribe. If you know anybody who could use some positives and could use the ability to be able to go to sleep have a good night's sleep. Please share me out to that. I enjoy helping, as I hope I have helped you. Get some rest. I will be on Saturday evening on Facebook. Until then, thank you for coming tonight. You're always appreciated, and I thank you for being here. Get some good rest.